Hi, my name is Jenneke van der Wal and I will introduce you to the basics of information structure. When we use language, we usually transfer information. And in order to maximize the chance of being understood, speakers of all languages structure that information in such a way that the addressee can easily understand the message. For example, if you ask, "Who brought the pie?" and I answer, "Alan brought the pie," this would be strange. I would have to change the intonation. Who brought the pie? Alan brought the pie. What's going on here? You will understand this better by the end of this video. So, speakers structure the information for the addressee, and in order to do that, we have to know what the addressee is thinking of, or at least which concepts are active in their mind. This is the first important factor in information structure: mental activation or accessibility. The second factor is the function that a referent may have. Let's first look at accessibility. Here we ask ourselves, how accessible is a referent in the mind of the addressee? The more recently a referent is mentioned, the more active it will be. Do you remember the pie? By my mentioning the pie now, it was reactivated in your mind. The referent pie can then stay active and therefore mentally accessible if we keep talking about it, or it can gradually diminish in accessibility. Of course, there are many things in the world that are not in our conversation. These are inactive, and some things can be activated by proxy, as it were. If I talk about a restaurant, referents like a cook and a waiter will also become more accessible. This mental accessibility is a cognitive concept, but it influences how we refer to referents. Inactive referents need to be introduced by a full noun phrase, but active referents can be referred to by just a pronoun. For example, I would say, "Here is a ball." But now that the ball is introduced, I can also refer to it by a simple pronoun. So, the relative mental accessibility can influence how a referent is expressed linguistically. Let's now look at the second part, the information structural functions. Two main functions have been distinguished: topic and focus. We go through these one at a time. Most sentences are structured into a topic and a comment. The topic functions as the anchor for the new information that the comment provides. It has been defined as what the sentence is about, and it directs the attention of the hearer. Take a look at this example from Luganda. The question asks about the girl, or Muala, which is the topic. What happens is that we identify the right referent, in this case the girl, and then the information about where she lives is attached to this referent. This is the comment. Interestingly, the same factual information can be structured differently. If the question is about the house, as in example 2, then the house is the topic. The comment, about the girl living there, is filed under this topic. As you can see, in Luganda, topics are typically placed at the beginning of the sentence and they determine the subject marker. Information structural functions can thus influence word order and agreement. Maybe you've heard about different types of topics. Many terms have been used, like a shift topic and hanging topic. Here we discuss two. A familiarity topic, sometimes called an aboutness topic, continues the previous topic. The girl lives here, she goes to school every day, she loves to play football. Here we just keep on adding comments to the same topic. When two topics are set side by side, we call these contrastive topics. If you want to know my favorite hot drink, I reply, "Tea I can drink all day, but coffee I don't like." Tea and coffee are contrastive topics here. So, that's about the topic. Now, what do you think? Can there be sentences without a topic? A topic functions to anchor the new information, but sometimes a sentence is uttered out of the blue and doesn't need a topic. This is called a thetic sentence. In a thetic sentence, the subject is typically marked as not being the topic. This detopicalization can be done, for example, by putting stress on the subject, as in the baby cries, or by changing the word order, as in this makua example. The postverbal position of the subject, Laika, angel, in this example, indicates this is not the topic. The information is not split into a topic and a comment, but presented as one whole. There came an angel. A thetic sentence therefore does not have a topic expression, but the topic can be said to be the here and now. If a sentence does have a topic-comment split, we call it a categorical sentence. This brings us to focus. Within a categorical sentence, the comment can be subdivided between the focus and the background. The focus of a sentence is often said to form the new information, but it is more accurately defined as triggering a set of alternatives. Now we can return to the sentence at the beginning. In the sentence, Allen brought pie, the alternatives are generated for the focus constituent Allen. It could have been Hilda or Patrick or Håvard, for example. But when the stress is on Allen brought pie, the alternatives are other things she could have brought, like chapati, mangoes or samosas. Here, the pie is in focus. It is therefore an answer to what did she bring, and not to who brought the pie. An easy diagnostic to determine the focus in a sentence is question-answer pairs. The part of the answer that replaces the question word is said to be the focus of the sentence. If we ask about the subject in this kinakyusa example, who closed the door, the subject amani is focused in the answer. If we ask about the object of eating, then the object is focused in the answer. Amabifu, bananas, is asserted out of the possible alternative answers, like other types of fruit. Note that here we are not saying anything about these alternatives, they are simply there. But there are different types of focus in which the alternatives work differently. One type is exhaustive focus, a type of focus that is sometimes called contrastive focus. Kinakyusa also has a marker of exhaustivity, in this example the prefix ga. The effect of this prefix is the exclusion of alternatives. Only bananas and nothing else. Here, exhaustivity operates on the set of alternatives and says for bananas that the predicate eating is true, and for all other things that he may have eaten, it is false. Exhaustive focus therefore affects the truth conditions. The sentence is true in case he ate only bananas, but it's false if he also ate samosas. There are other pragmatic types of focus which do not affect the truth conditions, with terms like assertive focus, new information focus, corrective focus, etc. Likewise, there are many other diagnostics beyond question-answer pairs to test the focus of the sentence and to test whether the focus interpretation is exhaustive. It will be too much for this introductory video, but please see the references in the notes if you want to learn more. So, there's much more to discover in the field of information structure, but for now, I want you to remember at least two things. First, the information structure of a sentence can only be appreciated in context, so make sure that all your examples are contextualized or come from longer stretches of natural text. Second, we have seen that information structure can affect core parts of the grammar, such as noun prefixes, the word order, and the choice for a noun phrase or pronoun. And therefore, we need to study information structure if we want to describe and understand the structure of a language. That's all for now. Have fun researching information structure in your language.